Today on the bonus round, Jesse Cox, Matt from Inside Gaming, and Smosh Games' FLitz share their picks for the games that will make the biggest impact during the second half of 2015. Hey guys, welcome to an all-new bonus round here on GameTrailers. Geoff Keighley here with, I think, all new panelists who have never been on bonus round before. So we're excited about that. We've got Jesse Cox. Jesse, great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
With us. I was on your podcast last year at BlizzCon, right?
That's true.
Or your live show, or I don't know.
You wasted your time. I feel
no, that was fun. We were at the out by the pool outside in Anaheim. So, anyways, that was at BlizzCon. Great to have you on bonus round. We've also got a man you know from Smosh Games, FLitz. Good to have you with us, Matt.
Salutations.
Salutations.
It's an honor.
You're sort of in the GameTrailers family, right?
We're related.
Brother?
We're related. I mean, I've brother,
your sister,
definitely a brother.
You're the brother. I don't know.
All of them. I'm personally honored because we've never done on-camera stuff together, but
right.
I've kept up with you for a long time. So.
Here we go. History right here. And finally, we got Matt here from Inside Gaming now, right?
Woo. Inside Gaming. I know it's
over
crazy.
On the Machinimas.
Over on the Machinimas, all of them together, it put into one. Actually, fun piece of trivia.
Yes.
I actually am a super OG game trailer myself.
Nice.
Actually, like way back in the day, I worked for a motion graphics company that teamed up with the original Game Trailers dude. So like around like 2004, 2005-ish. Like I was in there working on
Hornet or
I
where
know
were you?
how things, yeah, I was at Hornet. I was at Hornet, then the famous group, all that stuff, doing like rotoscope and whatnot, and then like editing a bunch of stuff. So I'll tell you how things, you know, if you
how it all
mess
started,
up,
how these graphics were.
Exactly. There's some nice rendering there, some good depth of field.
All right. Well.
It's all right. I like it. I approve.
You can work on some new graphics. In between,
no problem.
We can sign you up. You got to work on this show. All right, well, guys, great to have you here. This week we're talking the most anticipated games of 2015. So this year has been I think, a good year so far for games. It's going to be a little quiet kind of over the summer, but it seems like there's so much stuff coming out later this year. I guess the two big ones that I'm really excited about, Witcher 3 coming out in May, and then Batman will be out in June. Those are like the two next big ones for me. But Jesse, look, if someone comes up to you on the street and says, Jesse, what is your most anticipated game right now?
I probably look at them like, what are you doing?
Just out of nowhere. Quick,
tell me now.
Witcher 3, obviously, I think is going to be huge. I've already played 12 hours of it. So
how'd you do that?
I went to Poland and played 12 hours of the game. So super NDAs, but whatever. It's fantastic.
Okay.
I'm really
you violate all NDAs. They're going to sue you right now for saying it's fantastic.
You know what? The NDA is what I was referring to. Great NDA.
Airtight.
And yeah, I think new Batman games are always wonderful.
Yeah.
Even when you're like
Rocksteady ones too. Rocksteady.
New Rocksteady Batman games are wonderful.
The end of the trilogy.
Right. I can see that point.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, I'll be honest, there was a lot of hype for Battlefront.
Yeah.
Until we saw Battlefront.
Well, also
Saw's around the term,
Battlefront.
Right.
Yeah. Some people saw Battlefront.
Did you go to the demo in the booth too? Did you see that?
Yeah. I just across the board a little worried, a little disappointed. I want more. I expect more.
Right.
And if there's so much money thrown like behind the project, how can there not be more?
Right.
And
well, no, that's to say. I think that's one thing that's happening with. I think we're going to see at E3 is like I'm a guy that loves like story, single player, epic games, and I think now there's this movement, and it's sort of inspired, I think, by like what you're seeing in mobile and what you're seeing with sort of a lot of these MOBAs. It's like, oh, just like create this playground where people can have a ton of fun, and like that's enough. And you're right, when you like Star Wars Battlefront should be truly epic.
I have an odd bit of speculation actually that I kind of just pieced together. So no story campaign in Battlefront. I wonder if it's like kind of Lucasfilm going, sorry, story is only going to BioWare and new KOTOR. There, I'm saying it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That's why they're like, we can't cross the streams. Ghostbusters was right. Just got to be totally separate.
You can have some story though. I mean, it's maybe not like huge plot points in the canon, but
even then,
gamers get confused.
One of the points that they did stress was that one of the battles included will be the one that if you saw the trailer, which is amazing for the actual movie.
Yeah.
The scene with the Star Destroyer in the sand.
Right. That planet.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Dannevik or something like.
I don't remember.
No, it's not Dannevik, but something close.
But whatever
Yeah,
that
something
planet
like-
is, in Battlefront, I guess
Has
they
a J
hyped
at
up
the
that
start.
there's a battle that's in the game that takes place
Right.
on that planet, and them saying
Before the movie.
Yeah, before the movie starts, so you get to
exactly,
see that battle that took place. The reason why there's a Star Destroyer in the sand, which is awesome looking.
Yeah.
The problem is they're like, we probably aren't gonna have space battles at launch.
Right.
Which is, I want to see how that Star Destroyer in space
Right.
ended up in the sand. I don't care what was going on the ground.
Starkiller did it.
Yeah.
We all know.
Obviously.
Just ripped it out of the
Force
sky.
pulled it out of the sky.
He's done it before. He'll do it again.
But it's one of those things that it's like if you think back to Return of the Jedi and being a kid and watching that movie, what part did you love? Were you
Ewoks.
Said no one ever.
Andor.
So everyone's like, oh, I like the space battle and the thing. There was actually something there that they were fighting for. Everyone hates when they instantly cut back to the battle on the ground.
Yeah.
Because it's the most boring part of it, and that's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get like the most boring part of every battle.
No, I agree with you. I mean, that's part of the. When you think of Star Wars, you want everything, right? And that's why, like, when you look at like No Man's Sky, I think part of the reason why people love that game so much is like, oh, it's got air, it's got ground. It's like it's such a simple thing, but like, what game gives you that right now? So I think that's a good point. That's highly anticipated. I've talked to a lot of people that saw the trailer, and typical people, like it looks beautiful, but like, where's the game? Some of us have seen the gameplay. We saw it at Star Wars Celebration. Yeah, I mean, visually it looks great, but we'll see. All right, FLitz.
Anticipation?
Yes. What can you not wait? Top of your Amazon wish list.
Well, of course, because I've played through them all, you have to say Arkham. Like, even looking at the size, because they released the size that it was on a Blu-ray disc, and it was larger than any of the other games so far.
I'm sure.
On either of the consoles. That's super duper
There's
exciting.
a really long making of video.
I mean, and I'm excited for them to see how much more vertical they go, because of course it's going to be open world and they're going to have the horizontal there,
Batmobile.
but with the Batmobile. But what is it going to do vertically? How high am I going to be able to go? Because I love gliding through the city.
No, in the most recent video they put out, I was like, even the hand-to-hand stuff, it feels like they've integrated the kind of cutscenes into the gameplay even more now. And the Batmobile, I was a little skeptical on initially, but then now that I've seen more of the gameplay, like the way they use the Batmobile as a tool for gameplay, it's not just like driving around the streets. Like it's actually part of the puzzles and things like that. Like there was a demo last year where you had to sort of use the Batmobiles as winch that like had to pull up an elevator and things like that.
Cool.
So those guys, Sefton Hill, the game
it has
director,
an M
like
rating?
he's
Which is exciting, right?
M? Yeah.
Like, guys,
Yeah,
that's
Even-
exciting.
Even though nobody is going to get killed.
Well,
You can't kill
I mean,
anyone.
honestly,
Batman.
but they just go to sleep. But when Batman is uppercutting people, and then the Batmobile is turning and blasting people out of the air, they're dying. There's no.
You don't know that they died.
No, it's like Batmobile deploy airbags. And little airbags shoot out and they land on it. It happens. I've seen it in the game.
And is Renaissance coming out this year? Did they officially know AC Renaissance?
No, the Victory. You mean.
Oh, Victory is sorry.
Yeah.
Victory. So is
Rumored
Victory
to be the
coming-
next one.
Is it coming out this year?
I don't know. They haven't. I mean, they haven't announced. There was that leak last year about what the next one might be called. Victory. Kotaku had that, but I don't think they've announced what it is. I mean, obviously there will be an Assassin's Creed this year, of course, but I don't know, what it's called.
There's that PS Vita one.
I can't help but be
China.
excited for any Assassin's Creed. I mean, though the last one was kind of a letdown.
I was gonna say, did the last one sort of,
I
take
love
a little edge off it?
exploration.
Okay.
I love exploring the different eras and jumping off of towers into haystacks. That's just super fun to me. And going based off of what UB's done before.
Right.
AC1, people complained about it, but then AC2 came out and they were like, we knew what we did wrong. We fixed it and we've expanded on it. And I feel like they have a great track record for doing that. And I have faith more than anything.
I'm sure there will be many Assassin's Creed games. They have those side-scrolling ones, the China, DLC came out, which didn't get great reviews. I haven't played it yet.
Oh, no. Yeah,
all right, so Assassins will be back. Matt, what about music games are coming back? Rock Band, Guitar Hero, is that big for you?
No, I did have a chance to play the new Guitar Hero. I'm sorry.
What'd you think?
Really?
It was. So, I mean, I do have like long sort of gangly fingers, but it's not happening for me. I don't know. To me, a lot of that kind of like extra peripheral stuff doesn't have the sort of longevity. It all sort of novelty to me, kind of. So
I wonder about people going back to. Part of my thinking on that is I think sometimes they're bringing them back this year, the plastic peripherals, because all these game retail stores are like losing so much business.
We need
digital.
to sell a thing.
It's like we need something to sell, so it's like bring back those guitars. Because I don't know, like I loved them back in the day, but I wonder like if people.
I really wonder how much of actually doing the 3 thing for the Guitar Hero thing is as much like, for gameplay reasons, or as it is to be like kind of like an FU to Rock Band, be like, if you want to play them, you gotta get different separate things.
Well,
I'm like kind
isn't Rock Band just letting you use
old stuff?
Which is great.
Yeah, which
I
is great.
have a closet filled with old stuff.
Your drums are collecting dust somewhere, right? Exactly. Yeah.
I think it's great because I was missing. When they went away, I thought they were going to stay away. And one of the things that I can say is amazing about the Rock Band games is it introduces a lot of people who aren't into these different genres of music culturally to these, as Beavis and Butthead did for me. Growing up watching Beavis and Butthead, I love cartoons. I didn't really care about the music, but before I knew it, I was singing Tool songs, and and all these terrible songs that became great songs. And I was like,
discover music that way.
I love it. So it's a great platform for discovering music and introducing people who love video games to different genres of music they may have never even thought they knew they could enjoy.
Right. All right, so music games will be back. Just had the reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops 3. We've seen a lot of... it gets a laugh.
It's sort of a reveal, a thematic reveal.
Single best moment was when Deus Ex tweeted out just a picture of a cat going like... I know it's a different game, but the teaser they revealed was basically
live action thing you're saying.
Yeah, it looked exactly like every other Deus Ex teaser. That was like, in the future, people are robots now. Yeah. Is that going to be a problem? Of course it is.
We've seen that.
Of course
before.
It's going to be a problem. We know what's going to happen. I'm waiting for them to actually show the game.
Right. So we've got Black Ops 3 coming out this fall. Halo 5, they've been teasing that. Master Chief versus Locke, this sort of battle of two sides. First-person shooters is a big genre. Are any of those games, I mean, they're sequels, right? And we're seeing lots of these sequels coming out again and again. There's even, there's different cool shooters like Overwatch, which I'm excited about for Blizzard. That's going to be, I think they said coming out later this year, or at least in beta later this year.
Yeah. Beta's in fall, I think.
Yeah, exactly, fall. So it's like that can come out. I mean, is there anything that's happening there that gets you guys jazzed right now?
No.
I actually.
There you go. Done. Fair. That's fine.
No.
Not anticipated.
Overwatch was gonna be my anticipated game for this. I played it once. I got such a awesome, TF2 feel from it, and I'm ready to dive back into a TF2. I mean, I think I have something like 500 hours in OG TF2, so I'm ready. Wow. And it's not often that a game this day, the character design on it is so good and it looks so good. It's not often that a game these days will all be like, wow, those are great graphics. I'm pretty jaded about that kind of stuff, but Overwatch, I was just like, oh man, this game is pretty. I love it.
Do you have a favorite character?
I don't know. They all have such intro. The one that I liked was the girl with the rockets. She'd jump and do the rocket stuff.
I know all the. I played that game way too much. I know all the characters.
Farrah then.
And all the abilities are so cool and fun. And then one they can skip forward. I forget which one that is. Tracer, right. And I was just like, I didn't know that going to work.
I'm such a nerd. Don't worry, I know all their names. I have all their posters hanging up in my house.
And more to be revealed, didn't they? They revealed one, I think, at PAX East, another one.
Two of them.
Two of them, yeah, exactly.
The big girl, the machine gun.
Yeah, Zarya, and then McCree, who's the cowboy. The cowboy. But I think having played it as much as I have, I think the big thing that I've taken away from it is the fact that every time you play, it always feels different depending on what everyone else is doing.
Nice.
Based on how you play, based on the team comps, you can switch your character in the game.
Yeah.
So everything changes all the time. And if you have one strategy and it completely fails, you can go back in and change it up again. And you're never really on the ropes.
Nice.
Unless your team is just completely dysfunctional.
And I was just blown away that a Blizz shooter felt so polished. This is not like a game company's first time shooter. This is I'd expect something out of guys who've been doing it forever.
They've been dripping money for a long time. They're like, we got this guy.
No, but that was, you're right. That was what was cool at BlizzCon. Is like it was such a different game, but as you said, executed at a level that you would expect from like a Valve or someone who really delivers awesome shooters. So yeah, I can't wait for that. All right, well, we got lots of anticipated games, but we've got more bonus round coming up next Sunday with these guys. So stick around, and we will see you then.
You can watch more episodes of Bonus Round on youtube.com/GameTrailers and GameTrailers.com. Plus, see what score we gave the Just Cause 3 gameplay reveal in the latest episode of Trailer Score. And visit youtube.com/GT Reviews for all the biggest reviews, just playeds, and episodes of GT Live.